Hello, Huskies back again with more NHL 17 GM mode, franchise mode commentary. We just finished up Seattle's GM mode. We also kicked off an Edmonton Oilers GM mode that went live today as the same time this video went live. Now that team is on the cusp of being a great team, but I wanted to do one kind of similar to Washington, where my team would be set for the first 2-3 seasons at most to win the Stanley Cup, and then I would have to do a rebuild. San Jose is one of those teams. They have a solid roster right now. They went to the Stanley Cup Finals last year, expected to be a contender this year to get there. They have really solid talent throughout their roster. The only issue they have is they're on the older side. So what I'm tasking myself with is taking this playoff hardened roster, winning a cup year 1 or 2, and then having to deal with trading away Pavelski, Marleau, Burns. Maybe not Burns. Burns might hang around a little while longer, but Thornton. Really building this team around Couture, Goldobin. You know, I don't actually think I'll have Goldobin, now that I think about it, because Goldobin was traded in real life, so I don't think he's on this roster. We'll see. That's just the way it goes. That's when I edited this roster. Before I get into it, I usually don't do this, but it's the start of a series, I'll only do it now. If you can leave a like on the video, it really helps me out. It supports the channel, it supports the series, lets me know that people watch it. Usually I ask at the end of the video. This is the only time during the series I ask at the start of the video. This is going to be an every other day upload. I think I forgot to say that in the Edmonton one. Shit. This is going to be every other day. This is going to be Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and then a double upload on Sunday for both Edmonton and San Jose. Whereas Edmonton will be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then Sunday. I forgot to say that, but I will put it. The schedules will always be in the description of the video. But let's get into it. Let's look over this roster and see what I'm dealing with. Like I said, San Jose is a playoff team, 100%. We're a cup contender. We should have no business making a playoff. Should win the division. And these two guys are a big reason why. Brent Burns and Mark-Edward Vlasic. Mark-Edward Vlasic is a 91 overall and he makes $4 million. That's insane. But at the same time, he's up in 2 years and I'm going to have to pay him. Not the best. Brent Burns, 92 overall, makes 7.7, 31 years old, 9 years. That's actually a good deal. He's going to be the backbone of this team for when everybody starts retiring. I'll probably get 3 or 4 seasons out of him before I trade him, just because he'll start to decline then. Joe Pavelski, 32 years old, 91 overall, solid scorer, really good player, 5.7, good deal. He's 32, so we'll probably get 2 to 3 out of him as well. Joe Thornton, this is probably his last run in San Jose. He'll be my first line center, and I might just go Couture, Thornton, Pavelski with my top 3, but I haven't decided yet. But Couture makes 5.7 as an 88, that's good. Paul Martin, Justin Braun, this top 4 defenseman is insane. Paul Martin's 35, so I'll probably only get 1 year out of him. He's got a 3-year deal, but he'll probably start to regress really soon. Justin Braun's somebody that should be here for a while. Like I said, 3.6 for 4 years. That's good. Tomas Hertl, he won't get better than an 85. He's a sniper. He's also a center. I'm not a fan of really snipers being in the center role, or centers having the sniper role. But he's 22. Like I said, he won't get much better than 85. He gets to 86 at most. He makes 2.8, which isn't terrible. Then we have Patrick Marleau, 6.4, 1 year, 37 years old. He probably retires. Him and Thornton probably retire both this year. Or I'm going to let them walk regardless. Melker Karlsson, he doesn't really get much better than 84, and he tends to get really upset in all these that I do. So he's going to be my third line center. Actually, he's going to be a winger because he's only got 60 faceoffs. So he might play with Hertl because he's got 75 faceoffs. So I'll probably go Hertl and Karlsson on that third line with maybe Bodker. No, I don't want to put Bodker on that third line because that's too many snipers. But we've got Brendan Dillon, 6 third pairing defenseman. The issue I run into with this roster I see already is I have a very good defensive core, but they're all top 4 defensemen. Yeah, see, top 4 elite. Yeah, see, this is the only issue. And then we have David Schlemko, who's a good 6 defenseman. I'll go to forwards now, actually. So we talked about Carlson. Vodka's a decent sniper. He's got good shooting stats. He'll probably be the second line sniper. Either him or Marleau. I'll probably go Marleau, actually. We'll put Vodka. I'll figure something out. This team has a lot of offense, but they've also got a lot of depth. A lot of UFAs. I said Joel Ward, Tommy Wingles, Chris Tierney. I have a good 4th line on this team. Donskoy. Donskoy is somebody that kind of is a hit and miss kind of guy. Chris Tierney is somebody that could get really good if you play him well enough. Timo Meier gets pretty good. He'll probably play the AHL first year. You can get to an 85 or an 86. And as a power forward, that's what this team needs. They don't have a power forward. The rest of these guys aren't anything. If we look in the system, Nick Smalling, he's not going to play. Okay, so we do have Nikolai Goodolman, so good. So he's going to be our big one. Him and Meyer are going to play the first line AHL for the entire season. I hope they get a good boost. Barkley, Goodrow. I'll probably play second line. Do I want to put Nick Smalling with them? I think I do. Yeah, I'll put Nick Smalling with them. So Smalling, Goodolman, and Meyer. That'll be my first line in the AHL. I think that'll be good. Aside from that, we kind of fall off. Noah Rod. I'm going to keep his first name. Adam Heluka? I don't know. Rudolph Balsers. Another guy that could possibly be a decent... He was just mentioned in my last Seattle video. Huh, let's keep an eye on him. A lot of bottom 6 guys. Gregor. I mean, this team really... They have a couple prospects that can kind of retool, but their defense is going to need to be kind of... I mean, Mikko Mueller is pretty... Oh, I only looked at forward. I didn't look at defense. Mikko Mueller and Julius Bergman are the big ones. Ooh, we have an elite guy too, Jeremy Roy, or Jeremy Waugh, depending on who he is. I don't actually know who he is, so... We have a couple of prospects, not the worst. Goaltending, they have no goalie prospects, but they do at least have Martin Jones, 87 overall, 26 years of age. We do have a 73 overall backup in Aaron Dell, though. Not thrilled about that, so we need a backup goalie. Martin Jones also going to need to get paid in a couple of years. Overall, this is a good roster, but if you see at the bottom there, cap space, I don't have any cap space. So this is going to be interesting. Granted, Joe Thornton and Patrick Marleau are both probably gone after this year. So we'll have to see how that goes. Let's go ahead and set up my lines here. I'm not going to do any simming in this video, it's just introduction to the team and whatnot. Alright, so if I best lines this, we have Bodker, Thornton, and Pavelski. I don't want Bodker on that first line. He's got a good shot, but I don't think he's good enough for the first line. But at the same time, I guess Pavelski can score. We already have a playmaker in Thornton. I want to play Couture on that first line because I think I kind of have to. Marleau or Bodker? I think I'm going to go Marleau on the first line, so Marleau, Thornton, Pavelski. Bodker, Couture, Donskoy. I really don't want to play Donskoy. Is there somebody scratched that I'm not seeing? No? Am I missing anybody in the ancient? No, okay. I don't know. Michael Haley? Alright, so I need to... I might just call up Nick Smalling. Actually, I don't think I can call up Nick Smalling. If I go to my... I don't think I have the cap space for Nick Smalling. No, I absolutely don't have the cap space. Well, I have to send out Timo Meier. Does that give me cap space? It does. Alright, so, but that means I need a center for... Right, I'll figure something out. I'll probably just sign somebody. Back to my lines. Well, best lines list. I just want to get that 74 off of it. Nick Smalling's not the best. But he can play center on that fourth line. I'm Malcolm Carlson, second line, 2-way forward, playmaker, sniper. That's good. Like I know I'm kind of abusing that setup here with my top 6, but that's just how this team is built. Make sure I have my shooters on the right side. There we go. Carlson, Bush, Joel Ward, Tomas Hertl, Tommy Wingles. That's not bad. Joel Ward is a grinder. Nick Spalling, Jonas Downs, put Spalling at center. And Chris Tierney will keep down there. So everybody's where they need to be. Who's the second line? Oh, Tomas Hertl's the second line. Who's the sniper on this? Patrick Marleau? Marleau's also a second line. Oh, I had Marleau on the first line, didn't I? Yeah. These guys have face-off. Tommy Wingles has face-offs. Vodka a third? No, Vodka is a second liner. I'd actually like to get Hertl because he's got a better shot than Vodka. Let's go Vodka on the third line with Wingles and Ward, and then the second line is Carlson, Couture, and Hertl. We're really kind of stacking up our young kids here on the second line, but I want them to progress. I think that's the best way they're going to do it. And I'm not sold on Mikhail Vodka 3.8. I love the Danish thing we've got going on here, but I don't know. Defensively, Vlasic, Burns, Braun, Martin, Dylan, Schlemko. That's fine. That's how it's going to stay. Yeah. We'll see if Brendan Dillon gets upset. Goaltending, we have Jones and Dell. I might go sign it. I don't have any cap space, so I might just have to trade for a backup. Maybe I trade for Ben Bishop. Pull his hand and pull in LA. I think these are the lines we're going to go with. Then my special teams, obviously, Pavelski, Thornton, Couture, Hertl playing on the wing since Marleau has 80 face-offs. Yeah, that's fine. Vodka, Marleau, and Hertl just loading up that second. Okay, maybe I shouldn't do that. Let's get Couture on that second. I'm actually going to take Braun off of this and put Brendan Dillon there. Oh, Dillon's a defensive defenseman, actually. Let's not do that. Okay, this is fine, except I don't want Vodka there. I want Hertl. No, that's Couture. Hertl. There we go. PK, I want to make sure Dillon's on there. He is. I'm actually going to split this up. Spalling, Wingles, Tierney, Carlson. That should be good enough. Penalty kill, Vlasic and Dillon. That way, best players are spread out. Alright, there we go. So there's our NHL team ready and set to go. All my shooters are on the right side. I mean, this team is. I think this team will do good. As for the AHL, I need a center, it looks like, for this first line. Although this Regan kid, he's a sniper though. I also want Timo Meyer on the first line at Goudreau. This Brian Lurg guy, decent face-offs, good offensive awareness. Oops. Maybe open him up there. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with Timo Meyer, Godolbin, and Lurg. And then defensively, Mikko Mueller. Oh, Mirko Mueller. He's actually a top 6 defenseman. Maybe I should call him up and send down David Schlemko. Do I not have that other defenseman? Oh, okay, so he's a CHL guy. And goalies, I don't have any goalie prospects. Alright, so... Can I call up Mueller? Do I have the cap space for him? If I send down David Schlemko? Schlemko makes 1.9. Mueller makes it, yeah, so I can send him down. Yeah, so edit lines. Let's get Mirko Mueller in there. That's gonna take some getting used to. Defensive. Well, I'm actually probably gonna play Schlemko. Yeah, we're just gonna play Schlemko there. Yeah, but he doesn't get too upset because he's a top 6 defenseman. He's not gonna want to be playing AHL time. But as sucks, but oh god, why was Mueller in the whatever? Extra attacker, we're just gonna give it to Godolbin. Actually, no. Yeah, let's give it to Godolbin. That's defense. shootout. We want whoever that center is, Berg. Since he's not a center, he's a left winger. There we go. Okay. Now let's just slot Mueller right in here with Dylan. Oosh. There we go. Top 4D. Good defense. Alright, so there we go. So there we go. We're set. Yeah, this is the team we're gonna roll with. I think this is more than a good enough team to win games, score goals. I am gonna hit up free agency, and if you watch my Edmonton video, you know there's a free agent that I very highly covet. And hopefully I have the roster space for him. Let's see, 11. So it's 20, 30. I don't have the roster space for him. Well, let's sign him and see if I have roster space. If not, I'll just go make a trade and free up a roster spot for him. 92, 95, 88. So the goaltending's only 88 because we have a 73 as our backup. Alright, cool. So he did. Nice. He better not be on the NHL team. Okay, he's not. Now this is what's probably gonna confuse people, but I'm gonna go ahead and do this. That I think I forgot to do in my other video. Is I'm gonna start Solara. He's gonna play on that second line, and you're gonna see as the season progresses, he's gonna increase rather nicely. I'm not entirely sure why he's a free agent, but he's a nice little pickup to have. We're at 17 minutes. Go ahead and sim to the start of the season, see how we do in preseason, and then we will call it a video. Play LA Game 1. Like I said, as I stated previously in the video, my goals for San Jose are a cup in years 1 or 2. Preferably year 1. I think we're a good enough team right now to win a cup. And we should have the necessary roster turnover in year 2 plus progression to stay relevant. It'll just be replacing Thornton and Marleau, basically, and maybe Pavelski. But yeah, that's where I'm going to call this video. As always, I'd love to hear what you think I should look to improve with this team. The offense could probably use some work. I have an abundance of defensive assets that I might have to trade for a backup goalie, but we'll see. Martin Jones might be good enough to carry the load. But as always, I know I said it earlier, but leave a like for the series. Lets me know that people watch it and support it. Plus it makes me feel good inside to see likes. As always, thank you for watching, and hopefully you'll continue with it throughout the series.